guys, Travis here from Redline Cycle and OK Snowbikes. Out here today in the beautiful backcountry of the Okanagan, British Columbia to do a review on the Scott Sports backcountry onesie. In my opinion, this is the ultimate backcountry gear. It's super tough, nice and warm, and fits so perfectly. I've had 2 months in this gear now, picked it up in December, and now we're late in February, and I thought it'd be a good time to do a review on this gear. Just give some feedback, let riders know what to look for and why I love this gear so much. So let's dive into it. The biggest thing for me when I'm out backcountry riding on my snow bike here is I'm out doing drops and jumps and I need to wear protective gear. And previous gear I've used has been a little bit tight. And this gear is nice and roomy. I've got knee pads on down here. And inside it's spacious enough to allow me to wear my chest protector, so if I catch the bars or hit a tree or anything, I'm protected. And that was huge for me because last year, I was out there playing, and every time I, hit the bars, it comes straight into the chest, or I'd bang my knees on stuff. So that was a huge bonus for me. Other part of this, if you look, I'm just in jeans and a t-shirt under here. I mean, this stuff is so nice and warm. And as we're coming into spring here, it's got plenty of vents and everything to keep you nice and cool as you warm up in the gear. Another big aspect of this gear that is really important to me is how tough it is. When you're out playing in the backcountry on these snow bikes, a lot of the times you're deep in the trees before you get into the alpine, and you're bouncing off branches and falling on rocks and really putting your gear through the works. And in the past couple of seasons I've had issues where I've ripped my pants or I've ripped my shoulder here, and then you gotta get it fixed. And the first day I was out on this gear, we got deep into the trees and I took a branch off. I actually broke my GoPro off of my helmet, and it didn't tear anywhere. This gear doesn't even have a scratch on it, so it's very, very rugged, and that's very impressive. I mean, for the price point this gear comes in, it is absolute top quality. Now, some other aspects most people would call creature comforts. Let's dive into them. I mean, one of the things is I run a tether on my bike, so it cuts the engine when I fall, and the Scott gear has a nice little tether hook right here, so I keep my tether on it at all times. That way if ever I park the bike, tether comes with me and I'm not leaving the bike in the parking lot where it can get stolen. Another feature that I've actually found really helpful this season, it's been a wetter season, so the goggles are getting a lot of moisture on them, is inside here you've got space for your goggle bag, and the goggles actually fit in there, but this gear comes with a microfiber cloth on a string for your goggles, so when you're out there you can wipe them and get back to the trail. That was a nice feature for me that I've noticed this season. And another thing is pockets. There's nice big spacious pockets everywhere, and they're insulated, so if you're taking your phone out there, it stays nice and warm in the pocket so your battery's not dying as fast, which is nice for me because last year I'd pull my phone out, it'd be dead within 10 minutes into a ride, and this year I'm getting a full ride almost out of my battery on this thing, so I can take this out, get pictures, if there's an emergency I can call, so that's really nice. And then of course we have all the vents everywhere for spring riding to cool you down. Down at the legs here we got adjustable pant legs to fit over bigger and smaller boots. Here I wear motocross boots, so I'm able to adjust it nice and tight so no snow gets up there. And then of course the biggest feature of your onesie is it's a onesie, so you're not getting any snow up your back. And I love that, and my favorite part about it too on the snow bike is when I was wearing a two-piece, your jacket will get underneath your legs as you're riding. This doesn't, so it doesn't bunch up or anything. So aside from the amazing snow gear that Scott Sports provides, they've got onesies, two pieces, they sell backpacks and all kinds of goodies. A couple other pieces I picked up this year to test out that I've really fallen in love with are Scott Sport gloves. My biggest issue on the snow bike is I don't run heated grips. On the cold days my fingertips were getting really cold. So I thought I'd try these out there. Two-piece gloves, dual layered. I was recommended to get them by Ryan over at Redline Cycle. So I tried them out, and these padded fingertips, I wasn't getting frostbite on my fingers anymore. So I've been able to ride a lot longer before my hands get cold, and that was big for me because I'm lazy. I use this for motocross in the summer. I don't want to put heated grips on it. I mean, I probably will have to at one point in my life, but right now I don't. So this was a great solution, great price, and they're really tough. I mean, they've got a squeegee on it too for your goggles, and I use these when I snowcross race as well because they're very agile. I can move my fingers, I've got full dexterity, and a lot of times on big padded gloves you don't have the dexterity you need. So this is great because you got your clutch, you got your brake, so this really helps. Another nice little goodie I picked up from Scott is this balaclava. I always used to have issues with my goggles fogging up with the balaclava I used, so I was recommended this because it's got a nice little nose piece to vent out. So I put it on, used it, and I haven't been having the fogging issues that I used to just because it's redirecting there. So that was a great little pickup, kept me warm when you pull the helmet off. And the biggest thing I picked up for me this year was the Scott goggles. They've got high definition lenses on it for whiteout conditions, and I never really believed the hype. I just ran dual layered snowboard lenses up until this point. So I thought I'd give these a try, and we went out up at Hunter's in Vernon. It was a complete whiteout condition. This was able to put it in definition for me to see all the different dips and bumps I usually wouldn't. So I was blown away by these, and I'm going to keep purchasing these goggles. I'd love to try them for motocross, try these lenses, but out in the snow they work excellent. They work good in beautiful bluebird days like this and whiteout conditions, so definitely go check these out. And that's all for my review on the Scott stuff. This is basically what I've been running this season. Very happy with it. I would highly recommend it to anyone. I'm a member of our local club here, and we've had quite a few guys now switch over to the Scott stuff, and all of them have been raving about the reviews. So if you are interested in checking it out, go on their website, Scott Sports, or give Redline a look up, redlinecycle.ca or oksnowbikes.ca, and check them out for all the different lines of Scott gear. Thank you very much.